asphalt was being laid, and you can't stop when you're laying hot asphalt, otherwise it gets stuck to the wheels and the engine will make a dent in the road. So Wallace and Stevens came up with this design. There's lots of things I could bore you to death for half an hour on the different advance, but you can see you just put that straight into reverse and it didn't stop. If you try doing that with your car, you wreck your gearbox. Thank you for doing that demonstration. It's absolutely what I felt like to say. Lots of advantages. It's worm and pinion steering. It's got twin-cylinder duplex cylinders. It's all round a totally new engine. It didn't come into the 1930s, right at the end of steam. In front of me now, and there's so many all at once, is Jupiter, which is, you'll see it later because we're doing a demonstration in the ring with this one. It's got a change, it's a Sentinel, built at Shrewsbury. And unlike the others, they've all got what we call locomotive boilers. They're all horizontal, like some of the tank engines, if you like, steam boilers. This one has a vertical boiler, and it's in the cab with the driver, producing steam at 280 pounds, high pressure steam, 280 pounds per square inch of pressure. Very powerful machine, but I don't like sitting next to that boiler, which I have done, I can assure you. But as it goes round, you'll see it's like a big bicycle. It's got a huge chain underneath. The steam engine is just at the back there underneath. It's driving the rear wheels of the steam timber tractor. And at the back, it's a separate steam engine to drive the winch, which you'll see in action later. And we'll talk a bit more about that then, I hope. Now, what the advance is doing is just gently covering up the fact that creeping in behind is an engine which I apologise, I forgot to talk about yesterday. Probably one of the most important engines in the Claude Jensen collection because it's called Retinka, and it was the first one that Claude ever bought. And he bought it straight from the Ministry of War Department, the Forestry Park in Ashdown Forest in the 1940s. And he got away with it because he said he was going to use it on his farm. He couldn't get it to steam engine in the middle of the war, which he did, of course. On what was then called Breaker Lands, and 2 farms he had, Upper Hadlow down. Gold medal tractor. Very quickly, we had the beginnings of petrol-driven light vehicles, and we had towards the end of speed. In 1904, the RAC ran trials to see what was the most efficient vehicles of their time. And the law was changed at that time also. All these engines really have got 2 people on board, but like the little Wallace Advance, they were designed to be under 5 tons, and they were intended for one person to be the driver and the steers person. So they were light tractors. And that meant that you cut your labour costs in half at a stroke. So nearly all the manufacturers came up with a design that was just under 5 tons. But the most reliable in the trial that came out with the top class for reliability, the most efficient use of the coal, etc., was the Burrell. And that's why it got the gold medal, and the whole class became known as the gold medal tractors. That engine recently, with my son in charge, completed a trip to Normandy in France. Now obviously it didn't run in steam over the channel, went on a new AVDX ferry with the fire out, obviously, but it did that run to France and back, all under its own steam. And where we got? I've got the net. Well, I'll move along to Gunner, which is coming quite. It's a Wallace and Stevens. And now we're talking about light tracking, but this is Wallace and Stevens' answer to Burrell's gold medal tractor. Plainly, well, yeah, guys just said it's superior. Now, I don't want to get into a fight, but I was just going to say there's nothing in it. It's just as good, if not superior. So, it was just the way it was on the day. I mean, it's got very good marks on the day on the trials. And it's the same. It's got the water, if you like. The extra water is in what we call these pannier tanks at the front either side. And it's got they've both got a good turn of speed. Now, what's that exercise? Probably behind these engines on the road, that seems very fast to me. But these are capable of 15 miles an hour. Now obviously you show off on bike goes faster than that, but in those days, and we're talking, early part of the 20th century, the top speed for any road-driven machine was 20 miles an hour. All the lorries had a 20 mile an hour limit on them, not the cars of course, but the lorries had 20 mile an hour limit. So these were up to anything because they were hauling trailers with anything that a lorry could do. And this has been beautifully maintained to the owners prior to this, and they were very lucky to get hold of it when the previous owner decided that he wanted a boat steam lorry and reluctantly decided to sell this, but he was very careful who he wanted to sell it to. So it went to Ben Floyd, who was driving the gold medal, and his mate Guy Osborne here, and it's called Gunner. Now, I often wonder why it was called Gunner, but it was after, what's his name, Gunner Wild. That's it. Gunner Wild, who was the test driver for Wallace and Stevens. So that was his nickname, Gunner. I'm presuming he obviously at some stage in his career has been in the army, and so it was called Gunner, and that's what he does. It's a really superb loco. Thanks for bringing it. Light tractor. Three little. Now we come on to the Martian in a minute. Now the Martian has landed, yes, but these are miniatures. They're not toys, they're models. They're full-size. They're big steam engines with all the accoutrements of a full-size engine. They run on steam. They're not petrol powered or anything like that. And we've got three or four good examples. Burrell, Garrett. They're going around quite quickly now, and you can see that that's a Burrell that's just gone past. In actual fact, piece to piece, they're actually, in terms of size, their power to weight ratio is such that they can actually haul more equivalent than a full-size engine. They really bite into, they take the load, no trouble at all. Hello, we've got the Burrell here. This is the 4-inch, 4-inch called mid. They go by scale, so that, just very quickly, if you're working in old-fashioned inches, 12 inches equals a foot, so that 12 inches full size, 12 inches. 6 inches therefore will be half size, and 4-inch scale will be 1/3 full size. So as these go round, they're either 3 or 4-inch scale, and I think we've got a half size boat somewhere, but not on the field at the moment. So that's what they are. That's in comparison to the full size engine. And in fact, one or two of them were made specifically to work in limited areas of work where they wanted a steam engine but hadn't got the space for a big one. But that was pretty rare. They're the people who, because you can take it home and put it in your garage, leave your expensive motor car outside and put one of these in. In this case, it's Tasker's Little Giant P2 based on that. Tasker's, of course, are the makers in Hampshire.